Unfortunately, the American education system often neglects vital life skills like money management and financial literacy. It's been over a decade since I graduated high school, and I've realized that more than 90% of what I know about money I learned on my own. While financial literacy is gaining attention and a few schools are beginning to integrate it, our country is still lagging behind. In this video, we're diving into the critical importance of financial literacy, exploring why schools might be missing the mark on financial education, and sharing key financial lessons that can pave the way for a brighter financial future. If you're passionate about equipping the next generation with the knowledge they need to succeed financially, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of money management and empower you to take control of your financial destiny. Subscribe now and let's embark on this journey towards financial empowerment together. Number 1. Basics of a good budget system. One of the most crucial things you can do to take charge of your finances and create a future financial plan is to create a budget. This is particularly valid now because your financial situation is only getting started. You can make a budget in a variety of ways, but the most important thing is to make sure you can stick to it. A budget should be created with your lifestyle in mind in order to increase your wealth and prevent inadvertent financial waste. It's a good idea to figure out your monthly income and expenses before you begin budgeting. These are the monthly expenses that don't really fluctuate. Your rent or mortgage, utility bills, auto insurance, etc. Simply divide your revenue proportionately among the various expenses, factor in your less predictable variable costs, and monitor your progress. Number 2. The impact of and the dangers of debt. Debt can cause worry and anxiety not only for you financially, but it can also have an adverse effect on your relationships and mental health. Debt can help us feel rapid gratification when we spend, which can sometimes minimize the cost and actual worth of the item by delaying the effects of payment. Your eligibility for credit, including some mortgage products and credit cards that could keep you trapped in a debt cycle, may be impacted by long-term debt. Being in debt also costs money because interest rates increase your bills and prevent you from reaching your financial objectives. Number 3. Concept of paying yourself first. Prioritizing your own financial well-being over bills or other expenses enables you to start generating wealth. By automatically allocating a certain amount to assets you can utilize in retirement or later life, it makes saving money easier. The pay yourself first approach can help you build up a healthy emergency reserve and alter your perspective on money by emphasizing your own savings. This approach teaches you that money doesn't govern your life, rather it exists to enable you to live the kind of life you choose. You will first get your pay. Next, you'll fund your emergency reserves, 400 in ONCs, IRAs, and other savings accounts. Next, file your income tax return. If you can, try to save at least 30%. Despite the fact that it could seem excessive, wouldn't it be preferable to have some extra cash than to be struggling during tax season? After that, transfer your monthly living expenditures, and at last, you will have spending money. Number 4. Understand how to invest wisely. Having enough money left over after living expenses to begin investing can be a wonderful feeling. However, the journey might be drawn out and complex if you don't grasp the fundamentals of investing. Investment options come in a variety of forms, each with a unique mix of risk and reward, like stock market, index funds, retirement accounts, and alternative investments, from real estate to collectibles to art. The most popular advice given by experts in financial services is to distribute your wealth. You will probably still have a few alternative investment avenues available if one of your selections loses money or fails, because every investment entails some degree of risk. To maximize your income, it could also be a good idea to use tax-advantaged accounts and to regularly assess your portfolio. Number 5. Credit cards and how to use them properly. Teenagers may perceive a credit card as completely free money if they don't do much study on them. Improper use of credit cards can quickly lead to an unmanageable amount of debt. You might be better off looking for a prepaid credit card as an introduction to credit. By doing this, you should be able to better manage your finances and establish a solid credit history for the future. Because you fund this kind of credit card before using it, there is no chance of going overdrawn. It might be a safer way to introduce credit cards, though, as it still involves an application and credit check. Should you use a conventional credit card, you may qualify for specific rewards benefits like complimentary airline miles. Additionally, this gives you greater financial flexibility so that you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Just make sure you always know your limits and pay off credit card balances in full and on time. Number 6. Buying a house and mortgages. Many teens are unaware that purchasing a home entails expenses beyond the constructing itself. You'll need thousands of dollars more than the deposit on your new home to cover taxes and realtor expenses. Eligibility for a mortgage begins with a strong credit score. There are several mortgage options accessible, and the more options you have, the better your credit will be. Purchasing a property, comprehending various loan options, and being aware of all costs, however, are financial concepts that are not covered in school. Buying your first house might be intimidating, so why aren't we better preparing students in schools? Number 7. Introduction to taxes and how they work. Taxes are mandatory financial contributions to the state coffers that are often determined by a means test. This implies that after you start working, a certain amount of your earnings will be sent back to the government annually to support social services like food stamps and disability bursaries, as well as programs like Medicare and Defense. You will probably be subject to taxes in a lot of different areas, such as your income and the sales taxes you frequently pay at the grocery store. You will disclose the taxes owed and file your taxes with the government each year. Therefore, setting aside some money from your paycheck each month will help ensure that you have enough money to cover the payment when the due date comes. Even though taxes can be confusing, it's crucial that everyone comprehends the fundamentals of paying as little tax as possible. Number 8. Importance of living within your means. These days, it's really difficult to browse your preferred social media platform without comparing your life and appearance to those of the users you follow, particularly if there are a lot of celebrities in your feed. Comparison is a difficult thing to avoid, even in the age of social media. However, we must keep in mind that these virtual environments are controlled and not actual. We frequently don't get to glimpse the true nature of things behind the scenes. Making the most of the resources you have at your disposal without going overboard is known as living within your means. It's about managing your spending and income in order to save money gradually for major expenditures rather than overspending on credit cards. This reduces your likelihood of running into financial issues and establishes a sustainable lifestyle. Number 9. How to talk about money with others. It can be difficult to talk about money. Some people find it awkward, while others enjoy showing off. Talking openly about money promotes transparency and may help improve management in general. It may also take away the shame that some of us experience when we spend. Nevertheless, it sometimes seems like a difficult and forbidden situation. It's preferable to schedule a private conversation if you want to start a financial conversation with a friend or family member. You may need to talk to an older person about estate planning, or you may need to talk to a partner about how their credit rating may impact you. Of course, if you're having trouble managing your finances, don't be embarrassed to ask for assistance. And there you have it, folks. A crash course in financial wisdom that's bound to set you on the path to financial success. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're now armed with the knowledge to navigate the complexities of budgeting, debt, investing, and so much more. Before you go, remember, the journey to financial freedom is ongoing. If you found value in this video and are committed to building a secure financial future, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with anyone you think could use a financial boost.